Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. As we head to the end of the year, less and less motorsport is on each weekend, and we are starting to form a picture of how each championship is going to end. Still plenty of racing last weekend. We had Super GT from Sugo, V8 Supercars from Sandown, Extreme E from Sicily, NASCAR from Bristol, and Formula Regional European from Monza. We have already watched Formula 1 and had a chat about it, so subscribe now and let's jump into the video. Let's start with Extreme E. Back in Sicily because by the championship's self-imposed limitations, they have created a logistical nightmare and they're struggling to get off the ground in new countries. But no matter, the racing was still pretty fun. Team X44 had another rough start to the weekend when they ran into trouble in the first heat. I bet Lewis Hamilton was crying his eyes out. What am I saying? I bet he doesn't even know he owns this team. Acciona Sainz dominated the day, winning both quali heats and the final with ease. Nearly a minute in hand in the final, all because everyone else went mental. RXR had issues early on and were out. Veloce had issues with visibility that saw Molly Taylor driving through the bushes trying to find a route to the end. Apt Cooper and Charlie Cox both had issues as well. It was madness. McLaren didn't start the second day's racing, but destroyed both cars before the start of round 8. The second heat of Quali 1 was the best race of the weekend, close throughout, and Laya Sands taking it on the line to continue their amazing weekend. The biggest shock was Acciona Sainz not making it to the final after breaking down in the second Quali heat. They had dominated every race they were in up to that point. X44 took the second day victory ahead of RXR. Sainz versus RXR is the main focus for the title going into the final round in Chile in December. Andretti, Chip Ganassi and X44 are still outsiders for the title. The most interesting thing to come out of Extreme E of late is the announcement of Extreme H, a hydrogen-based support series, which suggests to me even the motor industry have realised that electric may not be the future. I'm sorry if you've just bought a Tesla, it will soon be worthless. Super GT from Sugo and one of the most open championships still going. We seem to get a different winner every race weekend in Japan. Not a lot happened until yet another mega crash in Super GT in 2023. National hero Naoki Yamamoto had a massive crash that brought out the red flag and brought a lot of worry for his welfare. Thankfully he was a-okay, a huge relief for all fans of motorsport all over the world. So we got back to the action with about half the race still to go. Pretty straightforward race in the end with Kudai Tsukukoshi and Nobuharu Matsushita winning until they were DQ'd, so Tomoki Najiri and Toshiki Oyu won the race. A big confidence boost for Najiri's Super Formula campaign with just 2 rounds left, and everyone involved can still be champion. The real drama was in GT300. Kota Kawai and Hiroki Yoshida in the Green Brave Toyota Supra were leading right up until the line, until they ran out of fuel and they just got beat by the Uptown Honda NSX team, who were then disqualified. So the Green Brave Toyota did win eventually, and lead the GT300s. Not the most exciting race ever, but there were definite moments to remember in Super GT from Sugo. V8 Supercars from Sandown, Australia, the first endurance event of the Supercar season, and it was a great race. This season has been about the rise of Erebus and Erebus versus 888. That is what we got here. Brody Kostecki is the championship leader and time is running out for his biggest rivals to catch him. There were very few incidents in this race, only 2 safety cars over the whole 3 hours, which is very impressive. Most of this happened early on and we lost some big names. Both Cam Waters and Chaz Mostert suffered in the early stages of the race and never featured. That left the big 4 to dice it out. Jamie Whincup showed no signs of race rust and still looks like the master driver he always was, getting past the Erebus car and leading the early part of the race. And once Brock Feeney took over, he didn't lose that lead for a first Sandown 500 win. Whincup meanwhile takes his 6th. Brody Kostecki was 2nd with SVG 3rd and Will Brown 4th. Keeps it all nice and tight for the Bathurst 1000 in just a few weeks' time. Big shout out to Matthew Payne as well. The 20-year-old has come on leaps and bounds over the course of the season and he was fantastic here again. 6th place, but he's one to watch for the future. Formula Regional European from Monza, and it suffered from the usual problems. Too many crashes, too much safety car, barely any racing laps. Martinius Stenson's title hopes are starting to fall away as he was stuck in the middle of the pack, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli won the race. Except he didn't. He was given a penalty for using his push to pass on lap 1, so ended up 11th. Stenhorn finished up 3rd as other cars received penalties. And Alessandro Giusti was the race winner yet again. Race 2 was much better. Andrea Kimi Antonelli versus Rafael Camara, teammates in name only, battled very hard against each other with only 10 minutes left. Kamara got past just as Pierre-Alexandre Provost caused a crash and another safety car. This is the problem with Formula Regional European. Too many crashes stop you enjoying the racing. This race was eventually red flagged, and so Andrea Kimi Antonelli won as the race went to the lap before the red flag, so both winners didn't actually win. Good stuff. Finally, NASCAR, and you know what, I have really tried to take it seriously over the last few weeks, but it makes it hard when the race is stopped by a light drizzle. The Bristol race was the last in the first round of playoffs. Denny Hamlin won. It was a pretty typical NASCAR fare. I may go back to just watching the road races because I can't watch this crap week in and week out. NASCAR is just incredibly lame. I'm sorry if you like it, but damn, it's hard. Chicago was great though. So that is everything from the past weekend. My race of the weekend is going to be one of the Extreme E rounds. Either one, doesn't matter. Next weekend there's a lot less on other than Formula 1 from Suzuka. Japan, we have European Le Mans from Spa, TCR Europe from Monza, British Touring Cars from Silverstone, DTM Euro Formula, and of course NASCAR from Texas. Make sure you subscribe for more motorsport content. Leave your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching and have a good one.